There it is. It's open on here. I'll just go chat. Okay. Before I do anything else, I need to remember, switch it to game capture. Is everything okay with the audio? Everything seems to be okay with the audio. Okay, yeah, no, there's desktop audio is fine. Okay. I had a very eventful day today. That is why I am an hour later than I usually am. I also need to get this done because, like, I've only got one more scheduled stream before Resident Evil 4 comes out again. So I gotta get this done real fast. So we're speedrunning. Well, not really speedrunning, but we're doing this as fast as I possibly can. Which is why I am not getting rid of the typewriter. Ooh, that's... Oh. I really hope they don't get rid of the typewriter in the remake. I will be very upset if I can't do this in the remake, okay? The typewriter is a very important part of the inventory in this game. This is the reward for doing all of the bullshit. Because if memory serves, you have to beat the game like... You have to not only beat the game in order to unlock the Ada campaign, then you gotta beat that, and then you gotta beat that again in order to unlock it as Leon. I don't know this just for a shittier alternative to the hand cannon. Because let's be honest, the hand cannon's a much better weapon.
Sure does.
No way, Leon.
Way.
And down we go in the garbage chute.
Are you out of your mind?
I knew you'd be fine if you landed on your butt.
You... What is this?
Come on, let's go.
That is not something we want to be involved with, Ashley. Yeah, that's another regenerator.
That thing.
It's soon to be dead. Because that's how this shit works. Gross. To my recollection, there were only 3 Iron Maidens in the whole game. And that was the third one. Iron Mans just do not show up in Resident Evil 4 as often as you'd think. Then again, you don't really hear people talk about them, you hear people talk about regenerators, which, while they are a subclass of regenerator, they are not the main kind that show up the most often. Come on. I'll take shotgun shells. I'm not picky. Well, actually, as a bold-faced lie, I am very picky. It's only now occurring to me how fucking disgusting this box is. This shouldn't be here.
Look, there's a gate here.
There we go. I've been looking for these. I am in a very large amount of pain. I would like to make very clear. I went outside today. I did last things. I went and saw an air show, and I got horribly sunburned on the back of my neck and also my ears. So it's not fun wearing headphones right now. It's actually just like abject agony. I think they make a cream for that. I don't have that. Are there dogs here, or do the people ganados just eat dog food? Hello. Goodbye. Hello. Oh, ain't that lovely? What's this?
Leave it to me, Leon.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things. What are you selling?
I completely forgot I was supposed to be looking for treasures. Well, don't need this. I need that one. I need this. I need that. I don't really need hand grenades because I'm not using them. I don't have a rifle. I sold that for the typewriter.
Thank you.
And yeah.
Is that all?
Get rid of these. And there we go. I also don't have a flash grenade. Incendiary. I'm past that point. Ken, typewriter.
Come back anytime.
There we go. Oh, lovely. I love these kinds of puzzles. Why can't it just send Ashley over there immediately? 2, 1. There we go. So I just break all these crates open.
Leave it to me, Leon.
Alright. I guess I'm just, this is just my job now. Alright. Your funeral. A lot of pesetas just lying on the ground there. I probably should have shot them while they were on the bed of the truck. Better. Pesetas, and of course, bullets if they drop any. Good thing they went back to dropping shit in RE4. Because it was really annoying how, like, you're supposed to be getting shit in RE1 or RE2 and 3 for killing enemies. The only person you get shit for killing is Nemesis. And even then, it's easy to kill Nemesis. All you need is a grenade. Nemesis is a pushover in the remake. His design's cool though. They I think they really kind of improved his design. He's got more of a he looks more like an untested, horribly mutated tyrant bioweapon than he did in the original. And the original, he just kind of had no face.
I'm leaving it to you.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you for leaving it to me. this is actually very startlingly peaceful. I am... There it is. There they are. It's quite lovely, isn't it? Hello there. Can I interest you in leaving? I guess not. There goes the bulldozer. There we go, we have the golden links. Ooh, more 50. That's good. I should probably also save. I don't have anything to sell to you, Mr. Merchant, because we just spoke like 10 seconds ago. 10 seconds. 30 minutes.
I can feel them growing ever so strongly inside you.
Hello, Sadler.
Sadler! Perhaps you can resist, but you cannot disobey. Now, come to me, Ashley.
Oh, so that's how he knows where she is. Okay, I didn't realize that. I might have actually just glossed over the scene. No, it's neither of those things. Why do they always put a typewriter right before the end of a chapter? I never understood that.
What's the news on our friend, Leon?
He's not making it. Sample.
Sadler's got it. It seems he sniffed out our little game.
Perfect.
Just so we understand each other clearly, I don't trust you, nor does Wesker. If you try to do anything clever, I will kill you.
Is that so? You know, I met Wesker long before you.
We'll see soon enough if you did.
Yeah. We'll see.
Oh yeah, offhanded mention of Wesker and also this guy again. Oh, if this was like one of your first games in the series, you wouldn't know who either of them are. Especially that guy. Because, like, he never showed up before this. He was in a spin-off that came out after Resident Evil 4. At least I think Darkside Chronicles came out after Resident Evil 4. Pretty sure. Oh, my eyes. God, what am I doing? What am I also still doing? Oh hey, Leon's knife is really awkwardly clipping into the cloth around his shoulders. Oh hey.
Been a long time, comrade. Krauser. I died in the crash 2 years ago. Is that what they told you? You're the one who kidnapped Ashley. Get a jump quick, as expected. After all, you and I both know where we come from.
Fuck. I didn't get that in time. Well, that marks the first, of Krauser's quick-time events failed. Which means I also have to go through this cutscene every time I fail. So the further on I fail, the more angry I'm gonna get, the more I'm going to fail. So it's gonna be funny. Hello?
Hey, what are you talking to?
Krauser.
Yes, I was talking. What am I supposed to do? Be completely silent on the stream?
Is that what they
Good
told you?
job.
You're the one who kidnapped Ashley.
That's the stream.
Get a jump quick.
Always act like somebody's watching.
After all, you and I both know where we come from.
I'm also doing the quick time event with Krauser right now, so if I get a little bit less talkative.
I linked the vid on my channel.
That's all.
Thank you. I really appreciate you doing that lately.
And do you well, I guess your new schedule's like 8? Or did you actually-
No, I was just doing something today. I went down to went to an air show today at a airport, Army airport. Saw the Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds.
When I think Thunderbird, I just think of the Thunderbolts from My Little Pony.
They're the Wonderbolts for starters.
Are they the Wonderbolts?
Wonderbolts.
I forgot the name.
But yeah, went there, saw them. I saw them both. Usually, you're only lucky enough to see one or the other, but both of them were there today.
Yeah, I have your thing up on my phone. OBS, so I can listen.
Come on, please.
Do you play this game on keyboard or controller?
Keyboard.
Promise.
Always played it on keyboard.
Umbrella. Just let it slip. Enough talk. Die, comrade.
Mash. Switched halfway through, you bitch.
Ada! Well, if it isn't the bitch in the red dress.
Looks like we have the upper hand.
You know, come to think of it, Krauser's knife is probably going to be the upgrade to the knife in the remake.
Escape your inevitable death, is it?
Could be.
You knew it.
It's gonna be the one that doesn't break.
More or less. Maybe it's about time you told me the reason why you're here.
That
Maybe.
also brings to mind, it's going to be a lot more of a headache to organize the case, now that the knife actually takes up space.
Enjoy the reunion with your old friend.
As a matter of fact,
And they'll probably give you more than enough space. It's probably going to be a similar system to RE8, where they're going to, you'll never really be, unless you're absolutely dog shit at organizing, you'll probably
I
always
have
have
an
enough space.
idea. Since you're here, why don't I introduce
Oh yeah, according to Coma last night, there's rumors that they replaced it by, with nothing, they removed it from the game in the remake.
Enjoy
It doesn't really have a name, it's just known as it. And if it does, then the name is so forgettable that I've forgotten it.
Yeah, all I know is that they said that there was one boss that was removed.
Probably this one. Because this one kind of comes out of nowhere. Oh hey, remember the Resident Evil movie that was dog shit?
No, I never watched any.
The first one's the only good one.
Like, actually good, or good for
It's only good for being a shitty video game adaptation.
Alright, there we go.
And also being the Resident Evil movies. Which they somehow fucked up with Nemesis as a villain in one of them.
It's pretty easy to fuck up Nemesis as a villain now. It's like, he's just a giant fucking monster. It's kind of hard to make that pretty interesting. When giant fucking monsters are. The reason he's scary in the game is not why he would be scary in a movie, you know? Because he's scary in the game because he can kill you. But in a movie, you're watching other people play.
Fair enough, they still ruined him.
I'm not saying they didn't. It's just that like it's one of those things where it's like they would have to do a lot of heavy lifting to make it work.
They gotta, and also the director really wants to show off his hot wife. That was the point of those movies.
A hot wife.
I mean, she's a nice person.
Holy shit! Did I just steal someone's crown?
From what I hear, she's a nice person. He's just a cheese dick. Because my dad did work for her.
I just stole someone's crown in the lobby. Someone dropped their crown as a bit. I ran by, grabbed it, and they were like, "What the fuck? Get my crown!"
I'm just gonna let it sit on this scene for a little bit. Give me a second. I can't. Never mind. No screenshots. F12. There we go.
Oh,
That-
that's what you want to be the thumbnail for the vid?
That's gonna be the thumbnail. Yes.
Nice.
Because I used the thumbnail of Leon in the first cutscene for the first stream, and I've been using box art for the rest. Which, for some reason, has Dr. Salvatore on it, I just realized.
Yeah. That's the European box. Yeah, the European box art is really weird. Not because it's not awesome box art, it's way better than Leon with gun. But it doesn't represent the game.
Yeah, that's
very
the
well.
problem.
It's like it's a
Like it's good. It's like a good
like,
piece.
Damn, well, damn. It's like the trees, the guy with the chainsaw. It's like, damn, this is gonna be a horrifying game. No, not really.
And there's some horror, but we've gotten past it.
It seems like the horror in the game is mostly,
It's condensed to the first half of the island.
and also it seems that most of the horror is mostly just gore or scary monster design. It's not a horror, survival horror type game, actually.
Did you play this game? Did you meet the Regenerators?
No, I've just seen people play the game. I've watched playthroughs of it. It just didn't seem that scary.
Generators. Only word you get. And this exists for some fucking reason. This has absolutely no reason to exist, honestly. Like, does it move? No, these chains are connected to Uncle Ben. And yeah, Sadler took the bug off. Because of course he did, Leon. And this is it.
Well, I keep getting lucky. I just found a legendary chest.
This thing, again, doesn't really have much reason to exist. Except being a creepy monster design that's also got too much health. I'm pretty sure Sadler has less health than this thing. And he's the final fucking boss.
That's so weird.
And again, it doesn't have a name. At least, doesn't have a name I remember. It might be like P3 or some shit like that. Like, the others have names, like fucking Verdugo, or Ramon Salazar, or Mendez. They have actual fucking names.
Everyone in this match is a bitch. But yeah, that does sound like...
Yeah, it's P3 or U3 or something. It's letter dash number. One of the least... Also, it's actually not that interesting a design when it compares to the rest of the designs in the Resident Evil series. Like, you have to remember, this came off the heels of Parasite Nemesis, which was actually interesting.
Damn it.
And there goes Leon's head.
So it just shows up in the game for no reason, and then
It's just here. Like, maybe there's some foreshadowing in a document that I didn't read because I've seen all the documents already.
so it's like one of those things that's like a weird
It might just be here for padding. I completely... And it's so forgettable that I forgot that this came before Krauser. Well, came before the actual fight with Krauser. But yeah, the reason I'm using the typewriter is so I can finish this by the time the remake comes out.
What's the typewriter?
It's the infinite ammo Tommy gun that you get for beating not only the game, but also all of Ada's extra content.
What, you think that you won't be able to beat it? Because it comes out next week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and I have one more stream before it comes out.
No? You have more? That comes out Friday.
No, it comes out.
Yeah, it comes out Friday.
Let me check. 23rd is Thursday.
No, it's Thursday.
Thursday, and I stream on Thursday.
Yeah, but you also stream on...
Tuesday. So I have one more stream before it comes out.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, you have a large gap in your schedule.
Yes. I mean, I could try streaming Monday, because you're not going to stream after beating Yozura.
Yeah, exactly.
How's that vote going, by the way? Is it still a tie between Pizza Tower and Sonic Heroes?
Hands off the control. Checking us out. But,
Could you fuck off, please?
Tower was ahead, a few days ago. Because as soon as the thing ends, as soon as the stream ends with Yuzura, it's a wrap for the voting. It's like, alright, whatever. The end of the stream.
It looks like Elden Ring won. I don't know.
I don't know, man, because Elden Ring is the winners.
Bro, look at the Discord. It says Elden Ring won. GG, smile.
You sound like it's schizo, man.
Bro, it says it right there.
Take
I
your
don't know
meds,
what you want me to
Dennis.
say. Right there.
Oh, lovely. Could you not?
What?
I refuse to entertain you.
But yeah, Rob, like, I don't know what happened, but like, at some point, the people who were playing in this Fortnite in this Discord got some crazy synergy because we were just winning games, like multiple games in a row. It was crazy.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
What?
I'm not gonna say anything. It's exactly what I said.
Um, I'm just saying, like, us people who play Fortnite, just having specific. Like yesterday, we won like twice or 3 times in a row. It's crazy.
Yep. Oh, he's not dead. That's lovely. I like it when things don't die after being dropped in pits. Could you, like, actually fuck off and die already?
I think they maybe had this cool monster design.
They've had, like, 7 cool monster designs. This game is nothing but cool monster designs. But
Yeah,
this
they
one just
had-
gets on my nerve because it stays for too long.
Why did you really look at the cool monster design?
No, it looks like a fucking bootleg xenomorph.
They wanted to give you those Nemesis vibes. What is Mr. X, by the way?
Mr.
I
X.
understand he chases you around, but like he just looks like a big dude.
That's
What is he?
that's what he is. He's a big. You know. Okay, so at the end of the first game, there was these things called tyrants. Well, things. There's one that the tyrant's the final boss of the first game, and the tyrant is a prototype. Mr. X is the finished product, and from afar, he's supposed to look like a dude. Up until you get up close and he's a brick shithouse, and oh no, he's already crept.
Please kill.
He's already crushed your face.
Is Umbrella still? Umbrella's not around anymore, right?
No.
So like, what's the issue in the Resident Evil universe now?
Just constantly people making bioweapons. Yes.
How do they not learn their fucking lessons about bioweapons?
Well, some of them know exactly the risk they're getting into, and that's the reason why they do it.
But like, what's the benefit of creating a bioweapon that turns people into fucking zombies, essentially?
Well,
They're not actually zombies, I understand that.
no, they are actually zombies.
Are they? It's like, I didn't
They
think Resident Evil monsters
are
counted as
viral
zombies
the zombies are viral zombies.
because they're not trying to eat your brains or anything.
Well,
You get bit
again,
by
eating
them, obviously.
eating brains. They eat flesh. Zombies eat flesh. Eating brains is something that came from, I forget which movie, but it was something that came up after, it wasn't the thing. Zombies are cannibals.
Well, even eating flesh, it's like you could get bit. And the idea with zombies is that you get bitten, you're infected, you turn into a zombie, even if they didn't. No?
Yeah, well, it's because, like, zombie viruses are heavily based off rabies.
Yeah, but like in Resident Evil, it doesn't work that way. 'Cause you get bit all the fucking time in gameplay.
Gameplay and story segregation.
But that's stupid.
Oh.
I'm gonna guarantee you that a bunch of your favorite games also do the same thing. A bunch of games keep the gameplay and the story separate in some way or
Usually
another.
when it's fucking cartoons.
Yeah, and Resident Evil has never been a realistic series.
It's like, cause it's like,
You two are all hooked.
I'm not saying that can't happen. Like, people, it's like a thing. It's like Uncharted. Or like,
The rule is that
body shots in real life. But the thing is, in a zombie game, if you like get bitten in The Last of Us, you fucking die. You know. So that's why I'm like,
Name a zombie movie that you don't cut off the body part that you got bit off. You don't instantly die.
how it works is that if you didn't get bit in a cutscene, then it doesn't count.
but that's stupid. Just don't have an animation when you get bit during gameplay.
No, they have to damage you somehow.
No, I mean Resident Evil has tons of those where like they have the guys like strangle you, or they're holding you, or they're like hurting you with a weapon. Resident Evil has tons of those. How come they also have you get bitten?
Because those are zombies. The ones where you get strangled or not bitten, strangled or bludgeoned or hit with a weapon is usually not a zombie.
But just have those also for zombies.
Well, no, and they're not zombies.
But
Zombies
again,
are reanimated corpses.
Again, Last of Us exists, you know?
Yes, and Last of Us is a different kind of zombie. These are classic zombies. These are Night of the Living Dead zombies.
No, they like bite you, but like they're not a different type of zombies. They're very much down to bite you, and they are not there for brains. They're there to just eat you, you know?
Yeah, Resident Evil zombies are just there to eat you.
Yeah, exactly. But like in Last of Us, they don't bite you unless they kill you. If you get bitten by a Last of Us zombie, game over, you die. And it's like that's why they try to have different ways of you dying beforehand. You know, you can't get bitten and then go like and then like break free and then keep moving on. Yeah, getting bitten is an instant kill. As it should be.
Oh yes, but Last of Us is also a game that likes to integrate the story with the gameplay. More than fucking Resident Evil.
More than Resident Evil, I would say, definitely. But I'm like, 'cause I wouldn't give Last of Us that much. The story and the gameplay are, they're technically interwoven just because it's one of the few games where a guy killing a lot of people makes sense. You know? It's like one of the criticisms people have, which I think is personally fucking stupid. People have this weird criticism of the Uncharted games of like, ah man, Nathan Drake's just like a mass fucking murderer and no one ever talks about it. It's like, I don't know.
You know, I take the stance that Arnie did in True Lies. Yes, I killed people, but they all deserved it.
It's like it's the stance in that universe that usually the people he's killed are like,
The first thing you do in Uncharted 1 is kill fucking pirates. That's the first thing you do.
Also, like, more often than not, our enemies in, like, stuff like Uncharted are
Bad guys, usually at least clear cut.
scumbags, like Indiana Jones,
Yeah, it's Indiana Jones logic.
which
Which no one says Indiana Jones is a mass fucking murderer.
no, is because he's shooting. Well, I'm not gonna say what he was shooting, but we all know who he was shooting.
Restoring Umbrella. To bring order and balance to this insane world of ours.
wasn't that only the first
Psycho
movie?
like you can't bring
First and third, and also the upcoming fifth one.
You don't seriously think a conservative mind can chart a new course for the world, do you?
It's being made. There's a trailer for it. It's gonna be the last movies of Harrison Ford and John Williams.
Can we just let fucking the 80s die? And
Yeah.
start getting 2000s nostalgia? I'm older now. I'm sick and tired of the 80s. I've been being fed 80s nostalgia for 20 years. It's not cool. The 80s aren't cool, bro.
Not anymore, they ain't.
Move on. You're 50 now. Grow up. Talk to your grandkids. Please.
There it is, okay.
Grandkids. That means they had kids and they're like 20.
I mean, like, probably. Back then, it was more common to have kids in like your early 20s. Back in their time. Nowadays, you're probably not gonna have kids in your 30s. Unless you're a bad plan.
Are you getting out? You're socially inept.
Well, I wouldn't say social media. I mean, it's like, it's in this economy and the state of the world with how much rent is, it's good to not have. And how expensive everything is, it's probably good to not have kids until you're like establishing a career.
Now, if memory... Yeah. Ow. Bowser.
But
Fuck. I missed.
but yeah, it's like they probably got like at least a baby grandkid, maybe.
I mean, yeah, that's right, you don't know.
It's like, but like I don't know if my parents are 50 and they had me and my sister late, and I'm 20, so like my parents are in their 50s. Yeah.
Come on, fuckhead. It's not so funny when I do it to you now, is it?
Hello.
Do you know Ben changed his icon to a picture of Pepino from Pete's Tower?
Yes.
Yeah.
He did.
He did that a while ago.
I don't really notice people account faces changing that much unless I look at them often. I don't look at his account because I just talk to him in person.
Yeah. That's true. Live in the same house.
Yeah.
He's there, yeah. He's playing a game. He's there. Yeah.
What is it?
Anthony's there. You can talk to Anthony if you want.
Anthony, you there?
What, me? Hello? Yeah.
Said hello.
Oh, guess who I talked to today?
The girl you should do Johnny Bravo roleplay with?
Elena.
Yeah, did you do it? For doing Johnny Bravo roleplay? I would be too.
No, I'm actually running a marathon in November.
Okay.
And guess what?
What's up?
She's willing to stretch me.
Oh.
Did you say, hey, sexy mama, how about you and me go running all night? How about we start with a few stretches?
I don't think he said that.
He started flexing.
Yeah, I started flexing on the spot.
I mean, technically he's doing the Johnny Bravo thing just with his legs.
Yeah, true. He's running a marathon. Marathon runner.
Johnny would never actually run a real marathon.
Ever to run a marathon?
He wouldn't actually run a marathon, but he would say he was going.
Look it up. I think it's Nina something. It's the same last name. Who's there at the house? She's at the mission. They try to keep her out, and they're out going on different places, get her to walk and stuff like that. He remembers stuff like a 5-minute period. So remember things, and forget. Remember it, forget it. She did like, she's like multiple medals and like running and like skating and she won the Empire State Building race like 3 times in a row. Yeah, 3 times in a row back to back. Really fucking crazy. In terms of achievements, she's done a lot of stuff. Very lived person. You know, very accomplished person. Those 50-mile runs, those, what is it? Apparently the only reason she started running in the first place because her bike broke. She wanted to keep, she wanted to keep in shape.
Stop unzipping. That's very gross. I don't want to hear that.
He's zipping up his camera.
Oh.
You know,
My
he works
bad.
with cameras. It's his job. Career.
Job.
Yeah, he said it was disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, like,
No, I'm not having
I
any.
have no comments.
He says you got to get your mind under the John and Bravo government.
Sorry. It is what it is.
There we go. He's dead.
Good job, Rob.
No,
Hit it, man. I can't believe it. I'm proud of you.
not having none of your bullshit, Krauser.
What did you say?
I didn't
Playing
say
Resident Evil 4.
You say something to me? Huh? Oh boy, huh, punk?
I didn't say anything. I'm just playing this epic game of League of Legends. I mean, finals.
Oh no, he has a crush on Alina.
What? I never said that. Put words in my mouth.
He says don't put words in his mouth. He never said that.
He likes Alina pretty hard.
I've never met her or seen her.
He said he's never met her or seen her.
Come on, Leon. Put them in
Boy, I
faster.
forgot what she looked like. When
No,
I
yeah, you saw her. That's the website. Yeah, remember the website?
yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember the website, but I don't remember what was on the website.
I'm glad you remember the website.
It's like saying you go to the Empire State Building, right? All right, tell me what you saw in the Empire State Building. Oh, I don't know.
Never been inside there. Ever.
There's nothing real. Is there anything interesting in the Empire State Building?
I don't know.
I thought it was just an office building.
Probably. Never been in there. I don't know.
How do you live in
They
New
only
York
do tourists
and never
sometimes.
go- that's like if you live in Los Angeles and don't stop by Hollywood at least.
Yeah, did you go to Hollywood? All right, what do you even ever in Hollywood? Oh, I remember the tour shop, or maybe this one thing.
Let's see. I remember the Hard Rock Cafe. I remember the Walk of Fame with all the stars on it. I remember that Chinese theater that I forgot the name of because I was never told the name of it.
You know, I've only ever been to
And I
Hard Rock
remember a
Cafe
bunch of people in shitty superhero costumes trying to hassle me for a photo.
See, I went there during the pandemic, so the streets were very less crowded.
once. Do you want to go to the city, all the way to the city, just to go to the Hard Rock Cafe?
The fuck?
No.
There are better things to do. I'm just asking if he wants to do that.
No.
Okay.
I don't like cities. They're too big.
Alina car
Listen, all I want you to do is do Johnny Bravo roleplay. You seem like a Johnny Bravo roleplay type of kink.
bounces funny.
Bouncing Arthur?
Why would anyone like that?
Stretching?
Why would that be a kid?
That feels like the exact opposite of that.
I guess that makes
She has
sense.
she has another side hustle where she stretches people. And because I'm running the
Side
New Jersey
hustle.
Marathon, she's offering to stretch me.
That's pretty cool. Damn. She's gonna offer to bounce you?
Stretch.
I know. Is she also gonna offer to bounce you?
No, because I'm gonna have it's about time. I'm stretched out for a race. I told her like on a Wednesday in October because it's the day off.
Yeah. Why do you not like trampolines?
I have nothing against trampolines. It's just that it's not something that it's not something I'm doing right now.
You think you can do like a high kick? Try it really hard. Alright.
Sunday. Tomorrow is Sunday. It's the last day of the weekend. I'm gonna work. So
Okay.
I'm off. I'm gone.
Lake George, where's that? Oh, you're gonna be here! Hey! Woo!
Not
Well, it's upstate, right? Not too bad.
Wait a minute.
Now that's what I call backup.
My name's Mike. You looking for firepower, you come to the
Have you
right
ever
place.
been to Lake George, Anthony?
Like Jordan. Yes.
Lake George.
George. No. I've been to Jordan.
I don't know where it is. I think it's upstate. The dog is howling.
some DS3 now if you want. We can play some DS3.
Hold on, I have to enter my new password. I have to make a new password for my email because my email apparently is too easy to guess the password. So I made a different password, but it told me I couldn't use an alternate password I used for it, so I couldn't use any of the words you before. So I had to use it, make like a fucking 30-character password. No letters to use my other password. My bad. No words. No words. Kind of annoying. I wish I didn't have to do that, because I have to remember this password now, and that sucks.
That's what notepads are for.
That's what your private Discord's for.
Private Discord?
Or it's just you.
You know why I have my private Discord?
What?
You know what I have in my private Discord?
What? Oh, just a bunch of funny jokes.
Jokes, the list of people who visited Epstein's Island.
I knew it! I literally was about to say that. I was literally about to say the list of pedos.
Not this shit again.
For inspiration. A bunch of notes for like gifs, funny images. And some of my art. Some of my art. I was on my phone at the time, and I'm like, I don't want to go on my computer to post it, so I just copied it off of Discord.
Oh, lovely, there's two of them.
We don't need him. Could be just the two of us.
If you wanted to be just the two of them, just the two of you, why are you in here?
We're just the two of us. What do you think? What do you think about that one?
And their vacation
This city
failed, bro.
can
I
be
just made this new
run by
password.
the
What are you
two of
talking
us, Spider-Man. Oh wait, you would not save your password. Never mind, that's something you would never do.
What? I mean, I save it on my phone. I don't care about that. I'm gonna shit, come, cry, piss at the same time.
What is that? Battle Pass?
What the hell is this?
It's not in the Battle Pass.
Fucking finally, I'm tired of that shit. I'm getting,
Emote.
I'm getting shot because I just fucking helicopters
Holy shit, I'm in.
launching
Yes.
missiles.
Pretty big he's in.
Emote on them,
Oh
Ron.
no. Don't tell me he's in.
Exactly. Fuck that. Oh, he's too-
Yo, part of me died when you said that.
That was the point.
I don't care about two-factor. But that must be a two-factor.
I can't. Never mind,
Go ahead, say it out loud, huh?
No, I changed my mind. I changed my mind.
Phone
I hard
numbers,
changed
yada yada.
Hard changed my mind. Does it sound like the bitch decision? Yeah, I agree. I agree. I also think it was a bitch decision for you to not finish, but I'm now riding or dying based off that.
3, 13, 4, 2.
How many do I have here? One.
No, the issue with this password is that it's really easy to fuck it up. That type really fast.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see here. What do I have? How many do I have unlocked? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. Or 14 more? Oh. Damn, that's good. Okay, so let me see here. 1, 1, 2, 3, 6. So how many do I have? 31, right? 29? Ah, fuck. Let me see.
Someone made a mod for Rivals of Aether that it's a buddy that if you use it, every time you use a projectile that your character would have, it makes 5 more of it.
That sounds like cheating.
My bad. Let me rephrase that. It makes 5 times it.
That sounds like it's designed to crash games.
It's pretty funny.
I don't know.
Probably will crash games, yeah.
Fuck, I only have 2 more days. How the fuck am I supposed to do this? Oh, it's not giving me enough quests.
Okay. Do you want?
I'm not gonna get the popsicle in time. No. No.
Like the other day. I think Lugia is still gonna be legal. I think it's E.
Lugia? Lugia's good, but he's not like.
Oh, I'm saying it's gonna be legal. I'm saying when April comes around.
Yeah, he's the newest set.
Yeah. But some D stuff's like not legal. Like, that's not legal. Yada yada.
All the D stuff's not legal.
Yeah. All the D stuff's not legal. There's some other stuff that protects back row. But Luminon's not gonna be there. Fucking sniper deck's not gonna be there anyway, so it's fine.
Sniper deck's not like a problem deck.
No, I know. There's back row removal that's still legal and it's really good. Like fucking do like the extra fucking damage here.
You choose E, right?
I really enjoy this section. It's very good. It's very well made.
Does my link tell you what letter it is?
What is going on right now in the game?
Well,
did you know that?
A helicopter's supposed to be following me and blowing up the miniguns that are constantly taking pot shots.
I built that Vegeta deck finally. The fucking aggro.
But he's not shooting the rockets.
Why not defeated? Been against it and stuff.
He did it once.
That's good.
But
I knew that.
I don't have the
right,
fucking the one drop you play to take life. The one drop. I don't have it. That's like $15 a pop apparently. Everything else in the deck is like 2 cents. The one drop that takes a life is a promo. 5k server, 50k take a life. Promo. That costs $15 a pop. Actually, might have it. So I remember seeing it. It does have like a foil. There's no foil. It's just like a fucking normal card, you know. Yeah, I might have it. I gotta look. I remember seeing that card in either mine or Ben's bulk somewhere. Pretty sure. Oh, you wanna know a really ghetto combo I found?
What?
Okay. So I'm gonna screen share this for you, okay? Look at my screen.
I'm coming. Alright, I'm here. What do you want? I'm sitting here.
So you know how this goes like
Yeah,
one life really quick, you kill yourself right with this deck, right? This isn't the deck list I'm playing. Play something different.
Sure.
But I'm just showing you. So this card, right? It gets rid of another card. Drop it. Card, right?
The one drop?
Yeah, Paragus, right? Paragus,
Yeah.
right? Cool card, right? Pretty neat. Maybe a little bit. It's cool, pretty neat. All right, watch this. Show you. So you know the fucking the secret rare, right?
Wow, there was really no time for them to get covered there.
Which one? The you got Vegeta?
Wait, Rob, so I gotta ask. So
This.
Oh, that, yeah.
I gotta ask.
You know what it does, right?
Really funny question.
Your
You
life is
played the
up, man.
Resident Evil 4 demo, right? You played the Resident Evil
7
4
War.
demo, and then you
Okay.
found out that you
How do you
could
play it?
mode. Would you still buy the game, or would you have to never buy the game ever?
So you rival this.
When we get out of here, drinks are on me.
Yeah, hey, I know a good bar.
For what?
Rival it.
Just imagine Leon doing an emote after he kills you. You do an emote. Optional, of course. After
I mean, you can do emotes in this game, kind of.
Oh, really?
How do you
Yeah.
play this card?
Rifle.
What are they?
Oh.
Is it toggle button?
Oh.
No, there's only one. There's only one.
Did you know
So you
that?
pay a green, and it just comes out.
Yeah. Did you know that the Broly went up like 200% instantly?
Because of that new card.
That one new card combo. You forgot about?
Talking about like last stream, how to survive being in a Resident Evil game. Number one, don't be a helicopter pilot.
But the
Oh, yeah.
puzzle box one.
Don't they always get shot down or something?
Premium.
They either get shot down or they die horribly in a subsequent game.
What about the one in the box?
Mostly shot down.
Bruh.
It's like 50. It was like 20.
The one from the first game, he did survive
100%.
briefly, and then he got killed in the third game.
Wait, why is one $46 and one's like 400?
This is the original.
The helicopter pilots die in literally every game ever.
Yeah, but why?
Like, fuck fun. It wasn't this much. That's weird.
Why is it like this, man? Why don't they love them?
Because helicopters are an easy way out of the situation.
Crazy though.
Everyone asks, where were the helicopters?
They shot them down.
Shot them down. Fuck you. Fuck you and your logic.
So the one you have is the
He's trapped. He can't
SCR
leave
one,
the
right?
island.
Oh, no, you have
Well,
the
the logic is also that, like,
Wait, how long do you go without Ashley? I haven't seen Ashley follow.
Really funny. It's just really fucking funny.
Ashley's only following you for like a third of the game in total.
Oh, people act like it's a main mechanic.
I mean, it is kind of a mechanic, but like
Really?
in total, she only follows you for like a third of the entire game.
Oh man. So it's like certain missions.
Showed your hair.
Yeah, in certain chapters, and then she gets kidnapped immediately afterwards. She gets kidnapped almost as much as Elise gets
When
kidnapped.
they're at 2 life, they just die.
Does she get kidnapped 5 times?
Let's see. So it's
that
at
what
the
you're
beginning
doing?
of the game
Yeah.
where she's kidnapped by Krauser.
Okay.
Here we have some kinky foreplay with Leon and Ada. Let's see. Kidnapped by Krauser. Then she gets kidnapped again in the castle. She gets kidnapped again in the castle.
Fuck, another 8 drop?
Then she gets kidnapped by Sadler. She gets kidnapped 4 times.
Elise still beats her out.
Beats her
makes
out
me
by
sad that
1.
You get an 8 drop out for 1.
She still gets kidnapped 4 times.
A-Trop's technically a 15k, so it's kind of like...
I sure do
Two
love
drop.
it when people are having an unrelated conversation in the same Discord call.
So why do you run that one? Just because you play him?
Damn, I just...
Can you like evolve off him? Off the cell card?
Oh, your rival. It was green yellow. Green yellow super
Oh, because it's both at once.
and you play him, right? So if you're playing the rest of the deck normally, right? You can get like, let's say you're Servant, right? You swing your fucking 1-drop guy or whatever. He's like 25k, right? Cool, because a Servant. 35k and you play this. He's not a swing.
I don't want to know
it
what's
again.
in
Combo
there.
twice.
Now it's time
Degenerate combo.
to be introduced to the most horrifying thing in this entire game.
This is what this one.
That.
What?
The Regenerators.
New what? This is Star Deck.
Naked man?
Yes. You can't hear it, but it's also breathing creepily. And there's a reason they're called Regenerators.
What can they regenerate?
Yes, they are basically
Happy with your Majin Vegeta?
nigh unkillable. They're not actually unkillable.
You're not?
Zane?
You're not happy with your Majin Vegeta deck?
Well, the fact that I have put 8 shotgun rounds
Oh,
in
I
it
just
and it's
playing
still not
aggro.
dead is a
And sorry for
problem.
The aggro is still broken.
How many do you have to do to kill?
But don't run.
I don't think I can kill with the shotgun.
One's green.
It has way too much health to be killed with normal bullets. You gotta either...
Ah!
Also that.
Yeah. Well, that's surprising. I didn't know it could do that.
Jesus. Since you
Oh.
being got erotic.
It takes 3 hand cannon rounds to kill one.
Would they make it weaker, or is it just wording?
Let's put this in into context.
Yeah, see?
Hand cannon does
No, it got
60
weaker.
damage per
It's your
shot.
opponent's turn. It used to be
Yeah.
both turns.
It takes 120 damage to kill one of these things.
Force now.
Or you have the thermal scope, which I don't have because I don't have room.
Sucks.
Oh. That was right.
I also have the typewriter.
Alright, so what am I getting rid of in my PS3?
There are a total of 7 regenerators in the whole game, and 3 of them are unique in that they
Yeah,
are covered in
like-
spikes.
Oh, they're like special type enemies.
Yes, because again, they're meant to be nigh unkillable without special means.
So, like, what part of the game are you at now?
Last quarter.
What am I getting rid of?
What are you doing?
Are you guys playing Dragon Ball card games?
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
What are we just talking about?
Well, not doing, they're talking about it, but still.
So, replace the winky face?
Oh, hey,
Tom.
Tom.
Without,
I gotta
get rid of this?
ask one of the dumbest questions I have ever
Yeah,
been
get rid of
asked.
Oh,
Still Dixie?
Right,
get rid
so
of
one of
this.
the right
Keep
wingers.
that. That's
Get rid of it.
Well, this is good. We're off to a lovely start now.
One of the right wingers on my campus looks at me and says, "How should I put this in user-friendly terms?" One of the primary political candidates in the United States currently is under fear of being arrested within the next 5 to 10 days.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Click it.
Trump, right?
Come on.
There's a reason I'm keeping it vague, KJ.
Oh, there's a. I don't know why you gotta keep it vague.
YouTube will fucking nuke Rob.
YouTube doesn't even talk about Trump. They talk. The people who love Trump are still on this fucking app. So like,
Yeah, no, that one's fine. It's if we start talking about more controversial figures.
Yeah, it's like Trump is controversial, but because he's a current figure, you can still mention his name.
Yeah, he's part of current events.
Either way, apparently he's apparently some of the groups are
Whenever you're ready, I don't know if
discussing
you want to start now, or you want to wait.
violent means
Well, he literally called for it.
So one of them approaches me and says, "What do you think of doing what you do, but for us?"
And the answer, of course, was yes,
That
right?
is the dumbest question.
And I look at him and say, "Okay,
There we go.
so assuming I do the stuff I do for you, what's to stop me from taking power?"
Server name? There's already 2 players in. Let's
What
play.
He's like,
I never
he's
thought
like,
about
well, he's like, well, loyalty to your country. I'm like, yeah, much more loyal to a country I
I don't
control.
want to, like, get away or anything. Put the fingers
Loyalty
together.
to your country. Loyalty
Yeah.
to your country, but it's like, oh yeah, because they still think he stole he won the election. They still think
Yeah.
that, yeah.
I don't want to get into this or anything.
So they somehow thought that, as a black man nonetheless, as a mixed race black man whose family is currently now very concerned with the fact that that my conception, along with that of my siblings, is going to be declared illegal, and they should probably leave the states.
Wait,
Oh
what?
yeah, because they're trying to make interracial marriage illegal.
Yeah.
Why are we regressing?
That good question, Rob. I ask that every day.
They did that in France years ago. Why are we doing it here?
Alright, I gotta
The
check my...
one thing we had over the French is that we didn't imprison people for interracial marriage. That was the one thing we had over the French. Well, also not being the French, but
Pokemon.
we're not having that conversation.
Come on.
See, now
Get out
that'll
of
get
here,
you in trouble.
That one would get me in trouble for
Because they think you just be being racist.
We also got better.
that. That would
trade
very
rates
much
than
be
that.
white on white racism. Yes.
and cheaper cigarettes than France. You'll also note that.
Hell, even it'd be European on European racism. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, which is still racist.
I mean that is the grand history of Europe, anyway.
I mean, that's literally what the whole continent's built off.
That's what all of white society is built off.
Aside from like the past,
What character are
80
you
years,
playing? What's your class?
that was the whole continent's pastime, as far as I'm concerned.
Go Pyroman.
It was. I don't think.
I mean, I've seen British people fuck up other British people just because they
Can't
like
believe you're going to
Manchester United.
It's like
Do it for Axe.
if different skin colors didn't exist, people would still find a way to hate other
That's
people.
full strength.
Yep.
Sectarianism.
What? For like
What, you live in a different section of the state than me? You suck.
Yeah, that already happens in Ireland.
So I thought that was funny, and now I think they have me marked as dead, and they're gonna be really amused if they trigger my head down.
again.
But
And by really amused, I mean like this whole fucking
Did you do-
part of
did
the
you do
country
this
is going to
stuff?
be uninhabitable for the next 6
I wonder if
years.
the new
it's like if they try to kill me.
You can go to your save data. I'll go to that. Tell you where to go to
If
that.
I died, then I do not recommend
already make your
visiting
character stuff,
Texas,
Oh, you excuse
Arkansas,
me, guys. I have to do
Alabama,
one very important
Mississippi,
thing.
and Florida.
Dude, remember who I am. I wasn't going anywhere near there anyway.
The fuck is this bullshit? Why is he doing judo moves?
But so yeah, if that happens, I'm going to be really entertained for the next few weeks.
But yeah, well, if anything, by the last mutiny they tried to pull, probably not gonna go too well.
The thing is okay. So let's say they do get violent. The problem is if they off him because he resists, that just makes him a martyr.
Well, he's already a martyr in their eyes.
You need to make him look as cowardly and as pathetic as he is. Like the ending of Light Yagami and Death Note, the manga specifically.
Yeah, but like America's not really good at that.
No.
We're not really good at doing that. We just kill the guy. I mean, why do you like Bin Laden? We just shot the guy in the head and moved
They
on.
add
with our
jiggle
day.
physics to her kids. Isn't she like?
I thought you were about to say that they add jiggle physics to Bin Laden. I was like, what?
No, they've always had those.
Isn't I know she's like president in another game, but isn't she like 14 in this game?
Let's not talk about that, because I don't know.
Is Ada Wong 14? I thought she was.
No, he's
an
talking
adult.
about Ashley.
Oh yeah, Ashley's like a child.
Pretty much.
That's why it's people. That's why it was weird when a grown man said, talked about her boobs. It was weird. It's kind of.
Wow. Anthony, I think you should be listening to this conversation.
But yeah.
I'm gonna level with you guys. I muted Hero and Dennis.
But yeah. So if that happens, if there is a revolt,
Oh, it's
I
this
might-
door, where if I'm not facing in the exact right way, then it won't open.
But yeah, so if there is a revolt, especially on a mass scale, I might have a party.
Hey, can I be part of that?
No, you don't want to be part of that,
You don't want
Rob.
to be a part of the party.
Oh, wrong kind of party. That's right.
Rob, you don't want to be part of that party. That's specifically a party that you do not want to be a part of.
I'm thinking again, wrong kind of party. I'm sorry, I had the wrong idea.
You can come to the after party though. We'll drink wine on top of the corpses.
That would smell though.
They're fresh.
They don't start smelling until after a day.
But
Granted, also it'd also be really funny to watch the U.S. South secede and become one of the most pathetic global backwater, economic recession-heavy countries ever.
It'll happen again.
It would be really, really funny.
Oh yeah, no. The thing is, from what you basically told me, if the South did try to pull the Civil War shit again, it would fumble so bad for them on every conceivable.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing:
God
is I
damn
could
it.
see them winning.
But what would
Okay.
they do after they win?
Okay.
They have no infrastructure.
They would win, and then they would be fucked.
Because they would have nothing left.
They would not have the infrastructure, they wouldn't have the economy, and I would imagine the North would be pretty salty after losing and not trading with them.
Yeah, if we had a second civil war, the South would be like, oh yeah, we kind of need them because, you know, unless they just start up a slave economy again and tell everyone, no, go, no, you swear it's
Some
cool.
ideas, KJ. I've literally heard that in certain circles.
Oh, they're thinking about starting that up. They're like, maybe slavery. If we just make people think that it's okay to work for no money, maybe we can make this a satisfying society. Yeah.
The thing is then you'd have like basically a Russian-style aristocracy. And
It would be a Russian-style aristocracy with a bit of East and West Germany mixed in.
Well, I mean,
You'd
East
have a lot
Germany
of
was
East
Russian.
Germany.
No, I'm saying East and West Germany in terms of the split, because you know that they would tell people to not fucking leave.
No, they would have to prevent people from leaving.
Because most people would leave.
Okay, so KJ, think about this for a minute. Right now, the South already has issues with brain drain.
Exactly. Yeah, they already have the brain drain problem, so that would just make it.
By the time that war ends, they would literally have no one with any knowledge on how to operate any of their industrial infrastructure. That is still left.
Yeah, because all those people would go like, nah, I'm not siding with the fucking racists who were encouraging slave labor, you know?
Okay, it's not that. Okay, so corporations are unethical as fuck.
Oh, no.
Corporations
Corporations would do that. I'm talking about, like, the other brain, just the people who would be going to college at the time and stuff, you know? People who were, like, generally smart or at
Especially
least
after the party I have. A lot of their infrastructure would be worthless, not gonna lie.
But yeah, I don't think you're on a list because wait. Was this like a group or just like an actual real group or just
it was just a guy.
Oh.
But I think he was a member of a group.
Because I'm like, was he a group or is he just a guy at your college?
He's like a guy at my college, but there are like right-wing militia groups here.
I mean, he was probably an XXX member, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know why he asked you though. That was a weird call.
Fumbled the marketing there.
It's like, I mean, you have a specific reason to not be against be against interracial going away because you're dating a white. Kind of like.
The thing is, KJ. The thing is, I'm not gonna leave. I'm going to throw a party.
If they make interracial illegal, you're gonna throw a party.
I'm not going to leave. I'm going to throw a party.
You're basically, this place is unsalvageable. It's a wrap.
Did I just come back on the tail end of this conversation?
Yes.
Okay, now Tom, I'm gonna need you to read Los Illuminados' plan to take over the world.
Okay. I'm watching the stream. The real power of the United States lies in three areas. The Justice Department, the administrative bodies, and the military. Only one of those is true. Okay, maybe two, arguably. In order to take control of these areas, we must influence the minds of people who advise the president. Are you an idiot? The U.S. has a very decentralized power structure when you really think about it. Move.
The stream's delayed.
After this is done, the rest of the departments will quickly fall under Slay. Okay, so back then, when this game was made,
2005.
that was completely untrue because politics are much less partisan. Now, because of how partisan our politics is, this isn't a bad plan.
Well, the thing is, this game is also taking place in the 90s, right?
Mm.
Yeah, it's like 96.
But yeah, politics were much less partisan back then. Now, that's more of a thing you could do because politics are so partisan. If you take control of like Biden or Trump, it doesn't really matter. Everybody just kind of does what everybody else says. If chance by the United States were to figure out our plan, the damage caused would be minimal. Are you dumb? So this plan isn't that bad now, but back then it was a terrible plan. We'll be able to conquer the country as planned using our backup plan. Once we control the country, we can use their international influence to our advantage. Okay. The thing is yes and no. You can't just do international dick swinging like that. As already stated, our first plan doesn't go as smoothly. Doesn't go as smoothly as expected. We'll proceed with our secondary plan by sending our special forces in. We will infiltrate the country from within. Fear and chaos will spread through the nation like a virus. Just do nothing. Just make Twitter.
Just make
Just make Twitter. Just make Facebook and sit down and do nothing.
People will do the work for you.
It'll only be a matter of time before the country loses its ability. Well, then at that point, the U.S. has less international influence, so you can't do things internationally. The thing is the more unstable a country gets, the more people want to pull out like they're not wearing a condom.
Nah, some people want to go the full ride in. That excites them. Part of the thrill. Apparently.
I've completely forgotten what their end goal was, if I'm going to be completely honest.
Child support checks later.
No, that man doesn't plan on paying child support. That man plans on
going out for cigarettes.
Yeah, he plans on leaving. And most women are not willing to track down the guy who did. So
unless they really want that money.
But yeah, this plan. Okay, so this plan at the time was stupid.
Well, yes.
The plan, due to how partisan our politics now, isn't that bad of an idea. Which really, because keep in mind, this is also a really dumb plan, and that just really shows how much of a dumpster fire our politics are. More than anything else, when the fucking these guys, their plan is actually okay, that's not good.
Yep.
Get off Twitter.
Basically, this is how the Japanese have always viewed American politics.
Yep.
Well, from an outside looking in, American politics does look pretty partisan. Because the thing is, you just gotta remember, in other countries, especially in like the 90s, you aren't seeing the best or the most representative articles. You're basically looking at like the articles that, again, if it bleeds, it leads.
Yeah. Most people aren't paying close attention to other people's political structure in their countries.
Okay, so other countries actually do pay very much attention to America's
I'm talking about like the average layman, not countries like themselves. Not the leaders. The leaders are paying attention, but not like the
but this is a public service announcement from Pimp Tom. Since I said it, this plan only works because we are dumb now. Get off Twitter, talk to people, be friendly, fit on racists, and vote to your local politics, because that's what's actually supposed to matter. Fuck you, Anthony.
This sounds strangely personal.
What?
Never mind.
I mean, it's like, if anything, Twitter isn't super racist. Twitter's like the opposite, I would say.
No, but Twitter has the, okay, so social media, because of how the algorithms work, it puts everybody in a bubble.
Yeah,
so there is no...
that is the general problem. The problem is that people get put in the bubble of things that they like, and then they get fed that information constantly. And most people do not have the. It's like.
Well, okay, so here's the thing in like a very vague way. Okay, so KJ.
No, but like, you only follow art. You don't use social media. It's like, but Hero, you don't use social media as a place to hang out and talk to people. You use it as, you only have it because you run a business, so you need it.
Okay, so I guess like the best way to put it is.
Yeah, you make art. That's a business.
Okay, so think about it like this for a minute.
You sell art.
Part of the reason that people think I'm weird is because I actively don't use.
Oh, really? I thought you only had Twitter just. Oh. Because I thought you only had that Twitter because.
Okay, so let
This is also the part where we find out what Sadler actually is.
So the thing is okay. So people actually think I'm weird because I don't want to use social media. That looks uncomfortable. He must have the mother of all no gag reflexes. He must give the best blowjobs.
No,
Okay, not anymore, but he used to.
This is some HR Giger shit. Minus the sexual overtones.
I'm just not grossed out by things.
Yeah. Especially not grossed out because it's not like it looks real. It's like it's an old game, so it doesn't look anything that can like gross me out very much.
How much health do you have, Sadler?
Did he already die?
No, he should be dead though.
Damn.
Are you supposed to like shoot the eyes and then he dies or something?
I'm supposed to shoot the eyes, he falls down.
Classic video.
But yeah. So like, the thing is like people think I'm weird for not using social media on both sides of the political aisle.
Well, because it's not really a political thing. It's just if you're younger, it's like, what? You don't use social media?
The thing is the left always has the tendency to radicalize itself. That's just fundamentally how the left works.
That's kind of
how
politics.
it's always.
The left is the perpetual underdog, so they're constantly radicalized.
Versus the right, who remains fairly unified. Basically, what happens is they're like, "Oh shit, these guys hate us," and then they finally. Social media gives you a constant stream of everything you don't want to see.
But that's just like anything. It's like the news. It's like anything.
Okay, so the news used to really not be like that historically. In fact, it was a main political concern that the U.S. politics would be less radical because everybody was pretty satisfied with the status quo. Unless you're black.
But yeah, white people were satisfied with the status quo. That's why they keep trying to go back. Because they're like, they were satisfied. They were happy.
Even though once you actually give people equal rights and equal opportunity to, do jobs, you opened up Pandora's box. You're not going back. You can't get the 19.
It's like they were like, bro, but the 50s were good. Everything was good in the 50s for me.
Okay. So as a thought experiment, okay, this is why I call the 1950s the second Gilded Age. All right, because if you're white and you're particularly middle class,
you were white male in middle class.
Things were good for you. The thing is okay. So let's say we actually set up the policies so we could go back and do that again. There would be less jobs because factory work doesn't exist anymore.
Because robots took it, yeah.
Like automation is here, it's here to stay.
It's not going away unless we just make it illegal, but then companies would hard pull out of America and then go somewhere where it is.
Okay, so the thing is, if we even made it illegal, a lot of the consumer goods. But the thing is, like most factory work isn't what you had back then. So the thing is, factory work, depending on what you're doing, is pretty high skill.
I mean, that's good that there is a job like that.
That is the vast exception to the rule. All right, yeah, so most factory work.
No, they do, but they're mostly run by machines. They mostly have machines doing most of the work.
Okay, so Hero, as someone who's actually had a lot of experience in this field, just due to what I do, most of it is done by specialists in mechatronics who have a minimum of an associate's and most likely a bachelor's in that field. Yeah.
Well, it's time for the escape sequence.
That or they got absurdly lucky.
I like how this came from me asking Tom to review Sadler's plan to take over the world.
But yeah, I just don't think you're going to get those factory jobs back again. Granted, the U.S. is reindustrializing because we don't want to be as part of the rest of the world, which, good or bad, doesn't matter. I'm not going to discuss that on screen. It does fuck over a lot of other countries. It does make us pretty rich, though. So
it's one of those things where it's like you got to weigh your options.
The U.S. is fucking huge. All right, we've had this discussion before.
Yeah, we have.
So the U.S. is one of the few countries who can basically reindustrial. Yeah.
It doesn't really need everybody else. It can survive off of its own economy.
The U.S. does not need globalism. the world needs
I
the
think
US
global.
to do globalism.
Yeah, I think America objectively kind of fucked up when we actually entered the global scene instead of letting Europeans deal with their own bullshit.
Yeah, that's a different story entirely. The thing is, if Germany or someone took over Europe, well, then I'm not going to discuss the horrifying ramifications of that.
No, I'm talking about like a World War One specifically, because World War Two only happened because of World War One.
Yes, and everybody sucked there. Britain doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's why I just say that Americans should not have intervened in that war at all. We should have stayed out of it. We had no business.
The thing is okay. So the thing is we did have business. Very literal sense. It turns out the thing is, if you give someone give someone loans, and they get invaded and lose,
you don't get that money back.
Yeah, you don't get that money back.
Money, the greatest joy of all. Oh yeah, I never did the funny emote. Never mind. I guess that's not happening on the stream.
Also, too, the U.S. the U.S. only does, especially without war, the U.S. does really good with other consumer markets we sell to. And, yeah, that wasn't going to happen if we didn't get involved in World War I. Granted, I don't think the guys were thinking about that then,
Yeah,
but...
I don't think... Oh! Okay. That happened.
But, yeah, so
What happened?
I think what the U.S. really wants to do is just kind of shore up Europe, Japan, Korea, and fuck off everywhere else. I think that's what it genuinely wants to do, because no one wants a second Cold War.
No, that was a time of tension for all.
What was a time of tension?
It was less of a time of tension and more of a time of Americans losing their fucking minds.
Okay, the thing is,
KJ, that's not exclusive to the Cold War. That's every moment that America exists.
It seems like every event that America goes through, Americans lose their minds more and fucking more.
Okay, so the Cold War was a time of tension, but the U.S. also did really good economically because it just flung money everywhere.
Yeah, that was a great time to be in business.
It was a great time to be an arms dealer. It was my dreams back then, but...
Well, there we go. I beat Resident Evil 4.
GG.
And once again, the series ends off on you and Pim Tom talking about politics.
Well,
This better not become a running thing.
It's like, and I just know enough about politics where I can talk about it. Because, like, I don't have a hard disdain to talking about politics because I think that's fucking stupid.
It's not that I have a hard disdain about it, it's that the running gag isn't funny.
It's not, I'm not trying to make it a running gag, it just happens.
But yeah, so I think the U.S. will probably do okay, unless we go into a depression. And we're fucked, because we can't have another world war.
But I don't think we would go into a depression if we were all by ourselves. At least, like, with the rules we have now, we have rules to stop that stuff.
No, we don't.
We do. We literally created laws and rules to make sure that wouldn't happen.
KJ, while the laws and rules exist, that does not entirely mean people follow them.
Yeah, no, but like, there's a reason we don't have to be worried about the Great Depression happening again.
KJ, I want you to know, I know stuff you don't know, and that's why I put that as an option.
I also know things you don't know, because Tom told me.
But,
I know
I'll still stick with what I know.
It's not likely. But if you're a banker right now, you're shitting diamonds.
Oh yeah, aren't the banks failing right now?
Yeah, and KJ, I want you to remember something that happened in the Great Depression.
I don't really have much money. Oh god. Go.
Yeah, I think some people actually did do that. But
You guys have fees and taxes on your bank? I don't know. Well,
what the fuck
ATM
banks are you
why
talking
use-
about? My bank doesn't charge me.
Yeah,
that.
my bank doesn't charge me for shit. What the fuck? I have Wells Fargo. I'm chilling. They don't charge me for anything.
Oh no, you poor child. You poor
They
child.
literally don't charge me for anything.
Regular ATMs will
poor
charge you,
child.
Yeah, why are you using an ATM? Just use your card. Why are you using an ATM
they
in
will,
modern day?
Regular ATMs will charge you, and banks have like overdraft fees. And sometimes they'll
Yeah, just
overdraft
don't-
you.
Yeah, don't
Sometimes
just
they'll
don't spend. Yeah,
overdraft
don't be
you
a fucking
even if
dumbass and spend more
even
money
if you're
than you
not
have.
signed up for it. They'll do it anyway.
Don't spend more money than you have.
Yeah, they'll do it anyway. They'll take out. Well, so
How
sometimes
will they
banks don't
take
have
out?
the money in there, right? Let's say you have a bank account and it's like a couple $1,000, whatever. It's $4,000, right? The bank will get a loan, take out loans or something from a guy, yada yada. Give a guy a bunch of money, right? Then, if you want your money back, sometimes they don't have it, so they'll overdraft somebody else for it, right? Either you or someone else. So you get overdraft fee without actually doing anything. Sometimes it happens, randomly.
I guess it's rare.
And that is why banks are.
Maybe I never picked it up.
I don't know.
They
I
steal
guess,
money in order to make
I
money.
guess I've just never had a bad experience with the bank. I just have my money there.
You don't have
I
enough
spend
money
more
for
than I
them
have.
to consider screwing you over. Huh, Hunnigan?
Finally, the line's jack free.
If you make enough money where they can take your money out and then you won't notice, right? Then they're screwing you over. Because you have to notice. If you don't notice, because they won't tell you. Won't tell you. That's where the overdraft comes in. Because then you start paying stuff. It's like, whoa, why is
This
the overdraft?
flung
money in here?
successfully.
And you
People
your bank account
don't,
says you have
people
enough
don't,
money
people don't
because you
check how
overdraft.
much money they have every month. Like that's what.
No,
or
that's not
every
what I'm
week.
saying. What I'm saying is, since it's the bank, it is the bank you're taking from, right? You'll have enough money for something, and it says you're overdrafting, which doesn't make any sense because the money's there, but the money's not actually there because you use it for a loan reason.
Well, that is an unfortunate number of enemies killed.
We go into the next.
I
I'm going
love,
back. I may have not
love
picked
playing
up.
this game tactically because the thing I love playing Fortnite tactically because you're playing with like people, right? Not AI. So like it's harder to trick people because people are a little they're not like
They're retarded because they're little boys. Yeah.
But like
you're making fun of little boys. Understandable.
No, I did something clever. I put a thing that was like I put the shield keg in an area that I would normally someone would hide in, and I hid it in a different area. And it was hard, and I was still able to get the thing that I wanted. It was pretty cool. I liked it.
You never picked up the starting item at the beginning of the game. Okay.
Well, now that Rob's stream is over, remember to like, subscribe, and
Wait, before the
I would
stream
like to
ends.
say, KJ, that is exactly what I do with smoke grenades in other games. I use that tactic that makes them think that I'm there when I'm not.
Yeah, and it's fun doing that when
KJ
someone
has
actually
his
falls
fucking
for it.
Fortnite. I have
It
my
is-
goddamn
okay, and the
Minecraft.
best part is, it's so effective. It tricks them every single time.
It's like what was funny for me is that the guy was like,
Oh, he's doing the weekly hangout stream tomorrow. I'm totally gonna fuck his day up.
So, before the stream actually ends,
oh, the stream hasn't ended yet?
I'm going to show what that special animation is that I forgot to do because I sold the typewriter at the very end to use the hand cannon. Now, you can reload the Chicago typewriter despite the fact it has 0 bullets, because it's an infinite ammo gun.
Alright.
When you're using this costume, Leon adjusts his hat.
That's fun. That's cute.
And if you adjust it 4 times,
Oh my goodness.
He does a Michael Jackson. That's funny.
and there you go, that was Resident Evil 4.
Alright, remember to like, subscribe, fondle Rob's balls.
Please
send
do
him
not
all-
do that, that is sexual assault.
We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die. I'm gonna be your overlord.
I've seen the gates of hell.
Hold on, let me actually,
I mean,
before...
if you're feeling like you need a little bit of the Lord, remember to buy the God Can.
The fuck is the God Can?
I'm ready when you are.
You showed me that video.
Did I?
The God Can.
Could you, like, send that to me? Because I forgot.
But yeah, so it's like, yeah, the thing is what was so awesome about how bad that dude fumbled, he came in with the sword, right?
So he destroyed the entire area. So he was still looking for me, and it was beautiful.